Hello everyone, this is a video of me going to a place called Panchapalli Dam near Denkanikottai, Tamil Nadu. That is about 80 kilometers from Bangalore. So I did not take the entire uh, trip, the video of the entire trip, but I took some portions of the trip. And this is where the scenery starts happening. And it is a nice drive with hardly any traffic, and you could say a single lane road, not even a two-lane road, with occasional villages popping up. There is plenty of greenery on both sides. Because of the direction of sunlight, some of the scenes of this video are not very uh, clear. There is glare. There are a bunch of coconut trees. I think this is a storage area or a warehouse kind of an area. A nice house. And whenever there is a little village, there is always a speed breaker. I don't know if these speed breakers are official or some things which the local people tend to install to reduce the speed of vehicles. Plenty of coconut trees again. Again a nice house with some plants and trees around. There is a lot of greenery on this section. And the winding roads. Here's again a village. The road condition had been good until now. One of the challenges in driving in these areas is that at any point suddenly something can come up from the sides of the road. For example, a dog could suddenly pop up, or a cat could cross the road. There are a lot of hills, and you can't call them, some of them you can't even call them hills. They are just big rocks. There are a lot of places in Tamil Nadu where there is water shortage, but it looks like this place does not have that much water shortage for the simple reason that there is a lot of greenery. Okay, the map, Google navigation is actually asking me to take a right turn here, and the road starts getting a little patchy. You may not hear the navigation sound or the sound of the car because I had muted both of them while taking this video. So you can only see the scene and hear my voice. Road is getting increasingly patchy. I'm thinking whether to continue or go back and figure out another road. But it does look like there is a road here. And Google Map is clearly showing the road, so let me continue. This is really between some farms. There is nobody here. And somebody has created the road by through the treads of the tire marks. I'm just aligning my tires to go through this path, while there is a good amount of plants in between which are touching the bottom of my car. When I actually planned this trip, I did not see this kind of road. I think what has happened is Google actually took me to a different route. Now after some time I am back to a decent road, and the scenery is getting a little bit different with mountains in the background and of course greenery on both sides, coconut trees on the right side. It's surprising, Tamil Nadu used to have mostly palm trees, now they have a lot of coconut trees. With a bad road behind me, the road is getting increasingly better and wider. This is a common practice which farmers do, as you saw on the left side. They tend to dry hay and grass, and later they would feed the cattle with that. They would simply dry on the road. Previously I used to think that, oh, I should not go on top of those because there might be something to it, but later on I saw in some of my travels that it is okay to go on top of that. Maybe the farmers even expect that. The only problem is if some of those straw pieces get stuck underneath the car, they'll keep making noise for quite some time. Okay, I'm taking a right turn and continuing. The scenery is getting more interesting with the mountain in the background, and there are farms on both sides. I think they are cultivating paddy or rice here. They seem to have a lot of water and they don't seem to have any shortage of water. The banana plants. Looks like there is a school nearby. Am I going to go through the mountain? I don't know. I don't know of any tunnels in this area. Okay, finally it looks like I'm approaching my destination, Panchapalli Dam. The navigation just said a few meters. I can see a couple of people on the right side and looks like this is the destination, yes. So let me park here and take some videos and photos. Nice little dam. There are goats walking. A nice scenery behind. Just took a couple of photos because sometimes the videos are not coming that well. I don't know what this barricade is, maybe to prevent someone from, someone who is going in a boat to go directly onto the dam. Maybe this will act as an obstacle. So there was not much to do here and hardly anybody. Maybe this is not a popular tourist place and there is no food outlet, no washroom, nothing. It's just a little stopover and there is a little bit of parking space on the right side which I saw later on. And if you remember, we had a bad patch of road some time ago. I'm just stopping to adjust my camera. So ideally Google should have taken me to this place through this road. Now I'm going back home. So this is the road that it should have taken me. This area is quite scenic. There is someone riding a bike which is emitting a lot of smoke. And the guy seems to be multitasking with something going on his phone. Finally got rid of him, hopefully. Sometimes his bikes will come back again and the cars will get stuck somewhere and the bikes will overtake again, they will again come in front of you. This road is also quite scenic. Let us see how long this lasts, so whether our roads get worse. For some distance there was that river and reservoir following me on the right side, but now it looks like it is almost gone. There are a lot of monkeys in this area. Maybe people eat something, throw the leftovers on the road, on the sides of the road, and monkeys get attracted to the food. And I can see some trouble coming up. That bus is going very slow. So I'm going to try and see if I can overtake that bus. There is hardly any space. So in these situations, a couple of options are there. One is just follow the bus. Maybe at some place, in some village, it will stop. Or like the way I did now, just stop for some time and let the bus cover some distance and I can follow. But in most cases, or again, it is. Again, you can see this same bike fellow has come in front of me. When I stopped there for a couple of minutes, the bike has actually overtaken me and the bus has not caught up much. I wonder whether this bus and the bike ever did any kind of pollution check. There is so much of smoke coming from that bike. Hopefully at some point I might be able to overtake this bus and overtake this bike. Bike is not difficult. The problem is the bus. But it is okay because I can enjoy the scenery by driving slowly. In fact, when I was parked in the dam area, one monkey had got on top of my car and it was walking through the windshield, and that is what has caused this patches on the windshield. At some point I actually overtook that bus and I had not had the video on at that time. Basically the bus came to a point where there was the wider part of the road and the bus driver allowed me to overtake the bus. Now I am able to pick up the speed after overtaking the bus. I think this road will actually take me to a village, or rather a bigger village called Denkani Kotai, and from there the road is expected to get a little wider, at least a 2-lane road. So I'm hoping to see that quite soon. The road is again quite empty with hardly any vehicles. Finally I reached, or rather passing through this bigger village called Denkani Kotai. It's a typical chaotic big village. I think this is going to try to go to the right. It's always better to give way to all these vehicles. A lot of small shops. And speed breakers. There is a sign, school zone. Okay. Traffic wasn't so bad in this village. Finally, I went past all the village crowd, and this is a little better road with more space. This is a road from Denkani Kotai to Attipalli. Attipalli is a place on National Highway 44, about 60 kilometers from Bangalore. So I'm able to get good speed here. Road condition is not that great in some places. Finally, I reached Attipalli. The bridge that you see going from left to right is National Highway 44. I'll be going straight under that bridge. If I try to take the National Highway 44 ramp on the left, it's actually going to take me to Bangalore, but the Google navigation is showing me to asking me to go straight. There must be a good reason for that. Number one, I don't need to go all the way up to Bangalore to my home. My home is on the outskirts of Bangalore. And the second thing is, if Google says take a route, it has a good sense of the traffic as well. Everybody knows National Highway 44, so they would tend to go and take National Highway 44, and it will be quite crowded. So I don't really want to do that. So I continue on this road. This is NH 948. This goes to Sarjapur, Attipalli to Sarjapur. And I stop the video here.